Welcome back to Post and Pilots. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Rügen. We're going for our custom achievement, the Emperor's Pirates. We have to grab the Better than Piet Heyn and AAA Credit achievements while essentially not touching the Empire. You can fight the whole ruleset as always down there in the doobly-doo. We are not at war, but we vassalized the Venetians because, well, I couldn't core them thanks to range. So we only get half of the Constantinople pie right now. We're grabbing a lot of the ducat. A lot of the ducat, yes. A lot of the ducats in there for ourselves now, which is very nice. But we're not raiding the coast because we don't have it in range. On the plus side, Mr. O doesn't seem to mind that we're privateering him at all. And he certainly wouldn't mind if we were raiding him. So maybe there's a bit of an upside too. Potentially, possibly. Now, I was thinking war. I mean, I'm always thinking war, but I was thinking, how about a little war against the Tyrona and their friends, the Carib? We both can actually co-belligerent, yes, co-belligerent, and just grab their stuff, which would almost but not quite give us a colonial nation in Mexico. I guess I'll take the rotting wood again. We actually lost the ship last episode, a heavy nonetheless, to attrition. For reasons I still don't quite understand. We're moving from Crete home, and we suddenly were at essentially 0 durability over here. And we have supply ship reach up to here. I don't think we should have taken any attrition here. Up to here. And then we suddenly lost everything here? I don't know how that happened, but it did happen. So it was probably right then. We also, hopefully soonish, gonna grab ourselves a nice little institution. It is spreading quite well in our capital, thanks to our neighbor Volgast. And it might, no, this is not. So it really needs a neighboring province that has it. It's actually spreading okay in Schleswig. But because it's much smaller, it's not spreading as fast. But places like Sealand are just developing it by themselves. And we're saving up money to pay for that institution. Yes, we could use thingamabobs, loans for that. But I don't like loans, so I'm gonna try not to. Co-belligerent Carib. Take your capital, Magdalena. Which feels like it's not a very native sort of name for a place. Feels like a Spanish name to me. But who knows? Converted Bergensus. Let's go blockade Magdalena. And let's convert these Norwegians over there in Stavanger. How are my aspects of faith? Actually looking quite alright. Yeah. Since we're not really at war, and we have the ability to... and we have 100 Republic tradition right now, I don't need the other things there. Almost capped on mill. Not far away from taking tech, but with the institution tech penalty, I don't know that I want to already. So let's spend the mill on something else, such as development and a place. What place would that be? Not uninterested in doing it in a place like Schleswig. With the idea that we can increase the institution spread here. It's a bit more expensive. 16 or 12 is actually not too far away from Sealand. It's actually before Sealand, so maybe I don't need to do that at all. What about other places around here? 49 is quite expensive in Funen. 58, 50. Coaling is kind of cheap. No, it doesn't have any global trade yet. And sure, it will start spreading from Schleswig once we have it. It's just not going to be particularly fast. But still, maybe. Let's go encourage. I just don't want to spend infinite time looking for a place. So I think I'm kind of okay doing it this way. Now, how many folks are we talking about? We saw 3,000. Actually, a lot. I could walk over to Carib. But then I'd be fighting natives all the way, which I find not particularly exciting. More money for more men. Everybody embracing and or accepting knowledge sharing, so that trade is it's spreading. It is spreading. This is alright. Benign neglect and probably some random place. Lida, I assume Lida is not a relevant place. Don't care about trade here much, so I'm just gonna take your tax. Because you know, it's what I do. Lose stability or lose stability? Well, I take the siege ability for my loss of stability. Painful as it is. And I'd probably wait a moment with the boosting. Whoa, we're paying so much for being over governing cap. We need to fix this governing cap thing. That's just not acceptable anymore. How are my cores doing? I'm gonna wait for the cores and then I'm gonna stab up. Down goes Magdalena. Pop their boats. Deal a transport as you do. Get into Magdalena. Get onto those boats. And then get out of Magdalena. Now this bears the risk of an army showing up over here. Right, because they can walk. But I believe they will also take the attacks by the natives if they do walk. Not quite sure. Because they are native themselves, of course. But I feel like when we played North American natives, we took the stuff. High attrition, eh? 5%. I think we'll be fine. I will re-elect, even though I seem to remember that... No, he's not bad. He's actually fine. It's not great. Liberty desire reduction is not like a huge deal. Well, it's a deal. So I'm gonna be okay. Commandant has died. Not really good other choices. I'm just gonna go with Frederick Brahe here for now. How are you doing? You're still okay, I think. Yeah, we didn't lose a boat. And yeah, they did what I thought they would. They marched over there and tried to take their own stuff back. But not with me. Yikes, this is so expensive. Oh, we should have done the stab before we re-elected. I forgot. That was just not smart. I was waiting for the tiny bit that we would get from... the thing with the stuff in the place. How did I suddenly not have attrition here anymore? From coring, right? From lack of overextension. But I did not consider that re-electing would cost me a large chunk because of the lack of Republican tradition. Bohemian Crystal. Make Austria more powerful. I'd usually be unhappy, but right now I'm actually kind of not. Because I do want Austria to beat up Mr. O. Or at least survive against Mr. O next time. Speaking of, how much do you like me, Austria? You don't hate me too much. That's good. That's good. Right, I wanted to talk to you and take your stuff, right? I wanted you to have... probably still have tons of favors. Yeah, 81. So I think I'm going to go up with the trust even more. We're at 80 trust. It's a lot of trust. I think it's based on breakpoints. But I'm still going to buy another round. There. Now this is going much better for us. I mean, we have a cannon and we have a siege pip. Don't we actually have 2 siege pips? If I were to bring a proper leader here, I would be even better off. Trade protection against Queen Anne's revenge? What? He privateering me, Queen Anne? Or am I missing what that means? I might just be misinterpreting that, but it feels weird. Why would I protect against my own subject there? Austrian-Polish Unification War. Again, Unification War. Well, that's gonna be interesting. It's not gonna be an interesting war or anything, I'm not gonna say that. It's just that with a unification war, they're probably not gonna give me land, are they? Well, I'm certainly gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna accept. Are these all transports? They are. Let's get into like Funen here. Over 2 Funen to be ready to be transported. Suppose I'll demothballify my fleet. And then we'll see what we can do. Hopefully take this fort here. Austria did get re-elected. With the threat of the evangelical thingamabobs gone, I don't mind so much. League? Okay, this is hopefully not gonna cause the Polish fleet to come out. It's not good. So I'm gonna have to do another trip. And I really don't want my transports to be sunk. Especially not with dudes on them. I do want to try to generate some participation score, just in case we can actually get Mr. What's the face over here? Mr. Poland. No, Mr. Austria to give me parts of Mr. Poland. Probably not. Looks like they're gonna be very quickly rushing down the poles and be done. Oh, Sweden and Lithuania. Oh, I didn't see the Swedish part, nor the Lithuanian part, really. That means we're not sending you. Might actually mean that we're sending you back. We're just gonna beat up some Swedes. And hope that the Austrian forces here are just gonna protect me enough. It's gonna be kinda sucky for our Swedish truce timer. But hey. Oh, and you did come out. Why did you let me go for such a long time and now suddenly you're coming out? Grab a guy, get out of here. And you folks, I want you to run if you can. If you cannot. No, you can. Good. Crush him. Crush him hard, even if you're a bit understaffed. Bam. Store the lights, store 3 galleys. And we lost. Did we lose a transport even? Might have lost a transport. Feels like we actually didn't. So that's kind of cool. Dig it. Go locate these folks. Generate some score that way. And generate the end of the war down here. Can I just do this? I think I can, right? Yeah. And then give me whatever ducats you have. That'll be fine. Does anybody care? Yes. But who cares? These aren't people. And most of them care already. So, yeah. Yeah. Just grab it all. It's gonna be 199 admin for it, but you know. Oh man, admin this campaign. We're gonna call these, and it's not even. Oh, once again. Why would I ever not make that mistake? How do we deal with this? So the mistake I made was forgetting that the armies we didn't beat up were just turned into rebels. Would have done much better just dealing with them in the first place. You attach to 5th. Take a guy. Crush some Swedes, I suppose. Key to company. More colonialism. Well, it's colonialism. It wasn't war against the world. Where are you going? Oplanda and Jämtland. Maybe I can catch some of y'all in Oplanda. Yeah. Now I'm kind of hoping that part of these folks will teleport over. Age of Absolutism. All right. Now we're talking. I like the Age of Absolutism. Most of the time. I forget what I was looking for here. Right, the button. This button. That's the button. 4 to 5. Do I have the ability to promote somebody else? I do not. So that's gonna take some tech to get. Large army, yeah. Universities maybe, trade companies could have, didn't so far, but could have. And high absolutism we might be able to go for. Keep converting those heretics. Oh, this is gonna be a quick one. That's a lot of enemies over here in Polotsk while I'm busy trying to grab stuff here, but I really don't feel like getting over there. I really want the I was about to say the Catholics, and they are Catholic, but I meant to say the Austrians to take care of that. That would be much nicer. I feel like I'm just keep on getting and then losing the that trade casus belli against Queen Anne, which is odd. But hey, V click, V go. Try and generate some sort of score here. It's highly unlikely to matter. So I assume we have some time before these enforce. And the Tyroleans are for how much time does it say? 58 a month. Okay, we have some time, but we need to keep an eye on this. War has changed. War never changes. Except I suppose when it does. Wait, you're in Corfu, you little Polish people. I'd say people. I do want to take Västerbotten, but I don't actually have the force to do so really here. So let's be a bit mindful of that. Now that unification war is gonna end all my Polish territorial ideas. So if you go to Jämtland, I suppose I should have applied a general there before I moved to Jämtland. Now it's too late. And yes, you apply generals. That's what you do. Taking Corfu. You're still not... No, you're fine with all that privateering. That's all right. I'm not imagining that there's usually a opinion matters for privateering, right? That's a thing. That's something I made up. I should try and take the Polish money here. Well, there's no Poland anymore. Well, technically that's the point. Oh, willpower. Still not there. How's that institution doing for us? Not too shabby. It is there in Rügen, and who else got it? Riga. Oh. Might have looked into developing somewhere over here then. Although the speed of spread is just not really there. You're still gonna be in 13 and you'll be in 14. Okay, that's a little bit slower. Well, let's do some extra development, I suppose. I'm kinda tempted to put some in Schleswig, but I probably shouldn't. Let's go keep on doing Colding. There's actually some dip we might have to spend as well. I don't like spending dip on something that is not annexation though. Would I be able to have a dip? Oh yes I would, but they're very expensive. I don't have that kind of cash. I would like to accept Swedish culture, of course, but we don't have a culture thing going on. I could just take Diptech at 10% extra. I guess we're gonna do some development instead. In where then? Did I actually just do it in Colding? Seems weak. Do I maybe put some clicks into Schleswig after all? Maybe. It's not great. Yeah, I don't know how happy I am with this, but it does help speed this up. And it's not the end of the world. Rügen, you don't need the edict anymore though. Edict. Maybe you actually get it here. There. Alright. Colonialism, which is not particularly helpful. Are you gonna get a move on? Like the Caribbeans, right? Caribbeans? They should try. Where are you running? Well, yes, Dallas-Skogan right now, but... Oh, you're running down... No. I know what your target is. Wish I did. Guess I'm gonna bounce around here, because we can't pass through Trondelag anyway. Might as well go around. Take the cash money. Thank you very much. I have an institution to buy. Yemen rivaled me? That's a big Yemen. But still... The frick? Have I ever been rivaled by Yemen? Oi! Oi, 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 oi. Saw this too late, I suppose. I'm still gonna turn on the edict, but we might just lose Novgorod here. Well, there's a Florentine force coming in, so maybe not. It's a lot of Poles. I don't know. Those Florentines might just be hurting us here instead of helping. Because if you relieve a siege and you lose, you actually add siege progress, which nobody wants. Yeah, I think these guys are just not going to move. which is pretty bad for me. I want to say it's... No, I'm not going to say it. A word with an S. Guess I start this. I have to hope I can beat these up, because they should have my tech now, as opposed to native tech, which they would have had if I had just gone and beaten them up earlier. Yeah, see the... I mean, half the Florentines didn't even fight here, but... Oof. But oof. Point being, I'm gonna attack enemies at my own tech, probably. And I shall do so into mountains, which nobody likes. Surely. I'm gonna try and hide over in Sweden, which we're trying to go and blockade to just make some points, generate some points. Just tax that place. If it moves. If it doesn't move, also tax it. Just tax it. Frankly. 70. I mean, at least they got kinda unlucky there, but they're gonna take Novgorod and spread their devastation. We did get Västerbotten. Maybe that gives me some participation. Oh, 38%. What? I'll take it. Okay, they're not going to give me Danzig because they have their own claim on it, which is unfortunate, but they might just give me... They're also not going to give me Warsaw. Yeah, it's unlikely we get much here. But you know, there's always hope. We lost Novgorod, yeah, it's a thing. Converted the Blakingians. Keep doing the Lord's work here. How are you even in that port? Oh, because you took Stockholm from me. You... Yes. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna get any movement here, so... Oh, better rely on that general. Suppose it's going kind of fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did those Swedes come from? Unforge. What are you, a half-price manpower person? I don't care what the Netherlands' opinion. I'm gonna raid the little hearts out, so... Okay, got that. Everybody's embracing the institution but us. Do I want to fight in Inare? Oh, it's all mostly cannons. How on earth did you kill my other guys? If we take... Could have tried to time this. But if we take this before we arrive in Inare, we should still be able to move the slightly better combat general over. And we do. So, if you could please... Well, actually... There's probably a river between Inare and Rovia near me. And there is. So now I'm actually going to keep the guy I have right now, because the extra maneuver will make it so we don't get the crossing penalty. We just get the terrain penalty. Yes. Dutch exiles. Yeah, I'll take all that. But I have to spend dip first. So let's do just that. Am I interested in spending even more in Schleswig? Painful, but yes. Down they go. Well, as down as they're willing to go, I suppose. Do you want to join that Austrian fight in White Karelia? Think not. I think not. Wouldn't have minded a win on that siege. Okay, there we go. Sweden cedes Holland to me. Okay. Poland renounces claims and stuff. Union. Okay, they gave a Swedish province to me. They didn't give any Polish land to me, which makes sense because they're taking Poland, but I could still have done that. You know? What did we get? Holland? What's even a Holland? Surely. Oh, it's you. I mean, sure, I suppose. It's a bit unfortunate. It's not a huge problem. It's not like we needed to expand to Poland. But I wouldn't totally mind it to do so either. Okay, grab the heavies. Bring them back to Rügen to sleep. Take the rest and send them to make me money. I suppose in Constantinople. Do I have to repair you first? Let's do the English Channel for a moment. And yes, you're that. You're moving. I don't think I have anybody. No, I do have somebody up there. Get you out of there. Okay. So we handled our rebels, which does not give this recent uprising, funnily enough. Do I know which ones are more likely to come first? Arawak. Okay, so I guess we'll move over there. Let's use the boat though. And try to suppress there. Don't care about Goslar joining trade leagues. I do care about a new rival. Who's that gonna be? Just Yemen. That's actually a good reason for picking Yemen. And that is that we're probably gonna eclipse them soon. And we get more points. Not that we have problems with the points right now. Could take Muscovy or France, but I don't really see what we get from that. No, I'm just gonna pick the Yemenis. Why not? Why not? And this is still not great. Ooh. Costly trade embargo against the Polish. Well, they don't exist. Well, they do exist, technically, I suppose. Revoke my embargo. And... oh, I meant to do something here. It's almost irrelevant now, but I'll still do it. It was irrelevant. Ship over here. And then try and suppress over there. Coring, Holland, and Magdalena. Sure, sure. I think I might really have to go and grab... well, I really want to focus on admin. I should have done that a while ago. But I also really want to go and grab administrative ideas. May your sky be filled with comets. I'd rather not. I'd rather like having stability. I mean, I liked having stability. Speaking of, I should probably swap out my thing for a thing, right? This here thing. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out allowing usury and run the Republic tradition instead. Check back on the institution. It is essentially here, but not quite. I'm not going to put more into Schleswig, I don't think. I think I'm going to start going for cheap places again. Ideally cheap places with a bit of a trade good, but we don't have those. Just not a thing. So I suppose Ursel will do. And then Courage's even still on, so that's kinda neato. Here we go. We don't want to pay for you anymore, so mothball you. We would like you to be suppressing the Swedes. I suppose we want you to do the same, but you might as well do it from another province so we avoid any potential attrition problems, just in case. Austria, global trade, something, something. Ooh, I can actually embrace now for a whopping 2,000 ducats. Sealand's pretty close. We might save some money by waiting for Sealand. Although I'm losing innovativeness all the time. Let's grab our ideas, right? Our missions. Because we should have a pirate horde. And we should have built a treasury done. Still have pirate threat done, but I still want to click it. I do want that, but we need a lot more manufactories. Okay. Okay, are we again 36 minutes in? Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything at all to say, there's that comment section. You might just, use it. Thank you folks for watching. See you folks next time.